Good morning and welcome to Northeast Current. I'm John Baldino, and the end of the year is coming soon. It's December already. I hope you've finished your holiday shopping. It's that crazy time of year when all we're thinking about is hitting the malls and that sort of thing. But today we're going to be thinking about something a little bit different. You probably noticed I'm donning my first Night Scranton. It's electric, thank you. I can't read upside down. It's electric 2003 button. That's right, it's happening again first night in downtown Scranton. That's going to be the topic of a good portion of our morning on this 1-hour New Year's Eve preview special. I am joined this morning by Bernie Maopolski and Laurie Cadden Foley. They are the co-chairs of First Night Scranton.
Good morning.
And welcome.
Good morning. Good morning.
So, for those viewers who may have just come to our area or who were perhaps living under a rock for the past several years, tell us a little bit about First Night Scranton, what it's all about. Whoever wants to field that one.
First Night Scranton, this is our 4th year. First night is a celebration of the arts. We use local businesses and local buildings and local, the area, the Scranton, downtown Scranton area to have different kinds of artists, like music, dancing, paintings. We have all kind of different activities for children, for grown-ups, for really older, elderly people. It's a family event. It's non-alcoholic, and it goes till midnight, and it's a really cool thing.
What time do the festivities kick off?
We start at 5 with our children's events and our seniors project.
What kind of children's events?
We have mask making and different kind of art and crafts projects for children in the mall at Steamtown upstairs.
Oh, wow.
And that's just one of our, that's one of our main children's thing there. Oh, there's a caricaturist artist there too, so you can have your, self-caricature.
That's always fun. I had one done
cool.
at an event once. He was a little too generous in the forehead.
All right.
I kind of avoid them.
But I bet you didn't get him for just $5, including everything else.
That I can honestly say I did not. You're absolutely right. And that brings me to another good point. It's $5 and you get one of these, right?
Yes, up until Christmas Eve, and after Christmas it goes up to $8 for the button. So it's always best to get your tickets in advance of Christmas. That's right. So it's better to do it or shop early and get the better price.
This gets you what exactly? Other than a wonderful collector's item souvenir.
It is, and it is. Our tree down at the Trolley Museum is decorated with all First Night buttons. But really, it gets you into every venue that we have available at First Night. And right now we have 21 venues, which there might be 22, which I just found out about today. But so far we've got 21 commitments, and you can get into any facility that is a First Night venue with the button. You have to have a button because we do have button checkers at all locations.
So you can't pay at the door for anything?
You can come to the command center, and there's several locations throughout the night that you absolutely you can pay at the door. We have button sales throughout about 16 venues downtown, and you can always check our website for every location at www.firstnightscranton.org or call 963-0524, and they will be happy to tell you where you can purchase the buttons in advance or during the week or the night of. It's absolutely, positively accepable anytime.
Great. So those people who might make last-minute change in plans and decide to head downtown, they still have that opportunity.
Yes.
That's great. 21, possibly 22 venues. Wow. All right in the downtown area?
This year what we tried to do was tighten what we call the footprint. The footprint means where actually the venues are in a walking path for everyone to enjoy for the night. We're generalizing, and we're trying to focus our efforts from 10 o'clock to midnight on the downtown square, the courthouse square. But prior to that, we have all of these other venues that will be hosting all of the entertainment. As Bernie told you, the mall at Steamtown is hosting our children's festivities, but we have all types, we have the Irish balladeers, the poets, all type of music for every, there's a salsa. Do we get the salsa band?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we do.
Spoon players.
Spoon players, yes.
I think they even teach you how to play the spoons.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure.
It's very, a lot of it's
there's so many
interactive.
things sometimes we can't remember everything that we have.
Every type of music is available at every venue. Comedy. Do we have comedy this year?
No.
This is a comedy.
This is all the comedy you're getting right here.
Everything. Everything you can imagine is there, and rides on the courthouse square. We have a Ferris wheel, several other rides. Ice sculptures will be here. Fireworks at 12 o'clock.
Now, I've seen some ice sculptures already driving through downtown Scranton. Are they affiliated
No,
with the first
Scranton
night?
tomorrow.
that is Scranton
project.
tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
But not
Okay.
first night. And we will have that. We had it last year, and we're doing that again, and it was a huge success. So we want to focus at the courthouse to sort of do a Tim Burton-esque type theme where there's fire eaters and stilt walkers, and we're having a wonderful procession celebrating all the local heritage, and everyone will be joining together to walk in this procession and then have everything happen at the courthouse, and the fireworks at 12 o'clock. We have a stage coming off the steps of the courthouse, the county courthouse, which will host the bands and everything that will be playing there, and the fireworks will be up. You'll be able to see them. They're absolutely beautiful. So there's a lot of entertainment. We also have a very first this year. A wedding will take place on center stage at the courthouse for first night this year.
It's you, isn't it?
No, it isn't me.
It's me and Laurie. No.
But we can pretend, but it's
If a
gonna
couple
be,
backs out,
if
you never know.
we're up for that, right, Bert? But it's just going to be.
So what's the wedding all about? How did
I
this
don't
all
know.
happen?
Julie got a phone call. Julie Imel, who is our creative director.
We'll be chatting with her in a little
Scranton
while.
tomorrow. She got a phone call from someone who said, can we get married? I'm engaged and I'd like to be married on New Year's Eve, and we'd like to do it at first night, so can we do it? And of course we thought that it was a really cool twist, a little publicity twist there, so we're going to let them do it. I don't know their names, so don't ask me
Okay.
that. I really don't know. I think it's, his first name is Frank and her name is Sally, something, no, I'm kidding, but they
See
are
Frank and
going,
Sally get married on New
but
Year's.
they are Dick and Jane, we could do that. But they are going to be married, and that will be fun. So it's a different twist
So you
this
don't have to
year.
bring a gift or anything.
No
to
gift,
show, right?
that's the beauty, no gift.
Right.
Other than your button of $5 or $8, you're in.
But if you
That's
two
it.
are watching, we want to come to the reception.
Yeah, we're invited. We'll be your best
Yeah,
man.
now I expect an invitation too. We just gave you TV publicity for your wedding, even though we don't know your names. Now, is that taking place on the stage?
On
or
the
band
stage that
side?
we're building, right. It'll be after the procession.
Right,
So
We're
it'll be
still trying to
before
work the
midnight.
logistics of that. Yeah, before midnight.
yes.
I mean, if it could go off and then the fireworks go off, if we can do that.
As they
but, you
say,
know.
I do, that'd be good.
Right,
Right.
that'd be neat. But
But then
you
when
know.
would they celebrate their anniversary?
Yeah, then
We
what?
don't
It'll be
know.
all downhill
Yeah.
from there.
It'll be all
No, it'll be
confusing.
fine. It'll be a fairy tale wedding, I'm sure.
Yeah, it sounds like there's just some amazing stuff.
Oh, yeah.
going
You know, when
on.
she says 21 venues, that's just how many places. Then we have,
Right.
you know, like 50-some performers. Some venues have, you know, 2 in them. And
More
then
than
we have
one thing.
performers just walking around. And like I said, caricaturists and, like she said, stilt walkers and fire eaters,
and dragon. We have a
jugglers.
green dragon.
We have
A
the
green dragon who's going to be part of our procession.
Interesting.
And just
We have a 24-member Shaolin Kung Fu troupe
Right.
that has a dragon also.
dragon.
That's, you know, something interesting. We have Frank Little Bear, which is an Indian type of performance, a Native American, I'm
Right.
sorry.
Marco Marcinko, who is one of our co-chairs of entertainment, who will be actually on later on in the show as well. It was his kind of idea to do this Burton-esque type on the square little theme, and although it isn't exactly what we wanted, because things just take years to get to where you want it, but it was the first year we tried to do this, so we wanted to get that feel over there, just that whole Burton-esque type thing, and that's what we're aiming for, and that's why I want to focus those 2 last hours on the courthouse, because it'll be really cool with still walkers and just all that neat in the procession, and then we have flags. We have flags made from, I think, 3 high schools and the Girl Scouts,
Yes.
to celebrate local heritage of what's the ancestry of and where people actually came from.
Are from, and not
From
just
this area that make up the Irish,
that's
Italian.
right, but not only that, because we have a lot of new immigrants as well. And
Right,
that's
but there's a
that's a
big
big part of
mix,
it. We
right.
like to, you know, have everybody involved, because Scranton was founded by immigrants, but there's a lot of new immigrants that are here too, and we like to see all them come out too, and you know, show
We're
them
hoping
that we're.
that's our theme,
Right.
it really is. It's electric is the theme, and to coincide with the Renaissance program with Scranton tomorrow. But we want to encourage anybody to bring their brother, sister, anybody, and come down and celebrate, because it's a wonderful event. This is our 4th year, Bernie and I have been involved, and you just can't have a nicer time. It's fabulous.
How many people do you expect?
We have like 10 to 12,000 at the
Every year,
fireworks mark
yeah.
by the time the fireworks are going off. So
Right. It's pretty regional.
Yeah.
I mean, primarily local, but regional is there, and it's good. We want it. That's what we want.
It's good and it's safe,
Right.
which is Always a plus.
Right.
Well,
Something
it's
we're
fun
looking
for the whole family. There's
Yeah.
something for everybody.
There's
We
a
have
feel
senior
to it when you're
project at
there,
the
when you're
mall.
out there and you see all the people that you know, and we're braving the weather.
Right.
And it's not a big deal. You know, it gets cold here in January and December. Might as well enjoy it.
And
And
pray for
it's-
no rain or
No
Well,
rain.
no rain,
sleet.
but let me tell you that 2 years ago we had a major snowstorm the day before, and the city of Scranton had everything cleaned in the county. Everything was
And the
fabulous.
people too, actually. The business
year-
people came out and
Right.
they had shovels and the
Right.
volunteers and we shoveled
Wow.
the streets and it went
It was
fine.
wonderful. But also volunteering. If anybody out there wants to volunteer, they can call the office because we always need lots of those wonderful
Always
volunteers.
volunteers.
Yes.
You can call 963-0524 or log on to firstnightscranton.org. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we'll be talking with Julie Imel, who is the project director for Scranton Tomorrow, and getting a little bit of a different view on First Night. So stay with us. Welcome back to Northeast Current as we continue our discussion and exploration of First Night Scranton happening New Year's Eve in downtown Scranton. I'm now joined by Julie Imel, who is the project director for Scranton Tomorrow, who I am told has been doing nothing but
First Night.
First Night
Yes.
like crazy
Yes.
forever.
Well, First Night is a project that you need to plan for all year long. But of course, as you get closer to the event, it gets more intense. So yes, we have been doing nothing but, living, eating, breathing First Night. That's all we do.
How long has First Night been happening in Scranton?
This will be the 4th year that Scranton has a First Night celebration, and we are thrilled to have it again, and it will continue.
And it's grown consecutively over the years.
Yes, it has.
I understand that this year you're expecting about 15,000 people.
We hope so.
What has this done for the city in the last 4 years?
This is a tremendous asset to our city, and it's very telling of where we are as a community right now, because we cannot have First Night without volunteers, and the volunteer base here is phenomenal. At Scranton Tomorrow, there's a staff of 4, so that tells you that we rely heavily on volunteers,
Yes.
because to do something of this size, you couldn't do it with just 4 people.
Right.
And also we couldn't do it without our sponsors. And the business community is very giving, very generous, and they're helping us every step of the way. So it's very telling of where we are. It shows that there is a need, the need is being met, and it just gets bigger and better every year.
And where does this project fit in with the overall mission of Scranton Tomorrow?
I think it fits in perfectly with the overall mission, because we are here, we exist to make life in the city better. And things like this is a celebration of art and culture. It really adds to our community, and it displays the richness that we do have here naturally.
Anyone who watches the show regularly knows the passion that I have for arts and for culture and my feelings about our region. It's a fabulous place. It's a
It
great
is.
place to be. It's a great place to work.
It
And
is.
not enough people realize that.
I think when you grow up here, and I did, maybe you don't realize that we have phenomenal architecture here, beautiful buildings, very talented people, and you're just used to it because you're here.
Right.
But once you get out and you see other places, you say, wow, their downtown doesn't look like ours,
Yeah.
And of course we have a couple of empty storefronts and things that we need to overcome. Any city does. But we're not in dire straits. We are filling up our storefronts, and there is a spirit and an energy, and it's a good feeling right now downtown.
It is. I walked the streets of downtown Scranton. There was a time when it looked like
Really
a ghost
bare,
town.
yeah. And it's not now. You go down at 7, 8 o'clock at night, and there's no place to park. So what does that tell you? It tells you that people
Yes.
are coming downtown, they are staying, they're dining there, they're shopping there, and I think it's only going to get better from here on out.
The fact that most of these venues on New Year's Eve are all within walking space, too,
Yes.
is a great thing.
It's wonderful, yes.
What we didn't have a chance to touch on earlier was what are some of the venues?
Okay, some of the venues, they don't change that much from year to year. They're a little bit spread out in terms of you could go from the mall all the way up to the University of Scranton. We will have things in Leahy Hall. But if you don't want to walk, you can use a shuttle service. I
It's
wanted to
funny
make
that you
sure
say that. I just have to
Yes,
interrupt because I made this
yeah.
observation. I'm in Scranton, I'm at the mall, and I need to go to the cultural center, I'll hop in the car. Yet when I'm in New York, I'll walk from Central Park to
Right,
the
just
Empire
because
State
we're
Building
not
and
used
not
to
even
it
think
here.
about it.
Yes.
But it's not much of a walk around downtown Scranton. It
It's
really
not,
isn't.
and I have been doing a lot of walking lately, so I'm used to it. But if you're not used to it, or you have a lot of kids with you, and you don't want to walk them up, get on the shuttle service, absolutely. But the mall at Steamtown will have things: Penn Security Bank, Elm Park United Methodist Church, Leahy Hall at the U, the Diva Theater will have several large acts, Grange National Bank. Let me think.
Some
What else?
non-traditional venues. I automatically think of Diva and the Cultural Center and the AFA Gallery.
Right. AFA is having things too. And we have a complete list on our website. It's firstnightscranton.org. So people can check that out.
Excellent.
There's 21 different places you can visit.
Wow.
And of course, a lot of activity out on Courthouse Square too.
That sounds exciting. I heard about the wedding.
Yes, that's a first this year. That was a nice surprise.
And it's not you either, right?
No, not me.
I've asked all 3 people that are on the
No.
show so far, it's
No,
none of them.
No, that's one of the most popular questions. Is it you? I'm like, no, it's not me. And then the other question people ask is it actors? Is it staged? You know, because people can't believe that real people want to do this. But yes, real people really getting married.
Unbelievable. Then this will be a first, correct?
It will.
Will this be a first for any first night celebration? Do you know that?
I don't believe so.
No.
I believe it has been done before, but not here in Scranton. So it's a first for us, and we're very excited.